So we just walked up those stairs and we've got Dean here from Zanzo, and Dean is just going to give you a little bit of a tour of this fantastic studio. So where are we now, Dean?
This is our gallery room, we call it. So it's where we have our planning appointments or our initial pre-shoot consultations. So it's a nice cozy little warm room we sit down in with clients. There's lots of artwork on the wall for them to see, there's lots of albums around. It's also the room where clients come and collect their prints. At the moment it's a bit messy over there because that's a client order ready to pick up. But yeah, that consultation takes around about 20 minutes. We get our diaries together and book in a time for their photo shoot, which happens in the next room.
And I see we've got some really big canvas displays here, big one for opposites. That's one of your products that you have.
It's kind of a...
What sort of price do you sell that for?
Well, that's a more premium sort of high end. So we've normally packaged that up in a collection with a bunch of little prints for around about $5,000.
Yeah, I thought 4.5, so it wasn't bad.
Yeah, about
I thought about 4.5.
You were close.
You're packaging it a little bit, giving added value.
Yeah, absolutely.
Giving them a little bit more, so that's great.
Yeah, it's the sort of thing that clients might not expect that they want. But it's a solution to the problem of what do I do when there's lots and lots that are going to look great together on the wall. Certainly doesn't sell every single week, but yeah, people that want big, it's a good option.
Yeah. So we've got your studio, little change room in here.
Yep.
And then tell us about the studio. Just going into the studio, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Blessed with a lot of natural light in these big windows that were an appealing part of the tendency to start with. It didn't look like this, it was sort of office space when we first moved in, but we knocked out a wall adjoining that separated the two windows to make a big open space and built a return site, which is just a nice blank canvas of an area. So you utilise a lot of the natural light, especially with little babies and things, but we've got battery-powered strobes as well that are great for moving around on the floor, and a few different colourful backgrounds and things that we drop down from time to time.
So just on this couch here, if we just sit here, this is your famous couch. Have a seat here. I didn't realise it was so comfortable.
I didn't realise it was so famous.
Yeah, well, obviously, because you've taken so many photographs on this couch, you've got this window at the back, you bring in some supplementary light. What do you do with a reflector, or do you use?
I use the big softbox and bounce it off the wall from behind them, so it's really just soft and diffused. You don't need to do it all the time. On a day like today, I probably wouldn't shoot here at all because it's very overcast and quite dark. That would be quite hard. You'd really need to pump up the ISO. I have done, but yeah, just using a bit of fill light that's really soft.
And the good thing I like about your work is it's very saleable. So you sort of have this fun approach. Everyone has a good time.
They sure do. Yeah.
I'm having a good time. Take my photo. I'm joking. No, it's really fantastic. Yeah, can I afford you? Well, that's nothing. So great. You've got backdrops there. You've got backdrops here. You've got natural light. You've got it all.
Yeah, I wouldn't change much, you know. There's nothing really I do differently other than be not upstairs. That's problematic, lifting prams up and downstairs all day. Besides that, couldn't ask for anything else.
It's just too much. And every successful photographer, of course, has a workroom. You want to show us where your workroom is? It's usually the messiest place.
It's definitely the messiest place.
Definitely. Let's have a look as we go through. I like that heat from that.
Yeah, we keep it direct up. You have to come past the awards wall.
We've got to go back the awards wall. That's sensational.
So I hesitated for a long time putting these out here. They were out the back for many years, but every now and then you'd have a client come out the back and just tell me that they really had to be on display. I hesitated mainly because they're quite small and it's not something I like to sell is like one small print for the wall. But the way we've managed to put them together here is they're really close, so it sort of acts like a wallpaper. And having it here is it's really engaged a lot of people, gives them ideas about what they can do. They're like, oh, that'd be really cool. Maybe we can bring along pyjamas or pillows for a different sort of photo, or oh, gee, I didn't know we could bring the dog if it hadn't come up in conversation.
So these are great. I mean, you are a master photographer, so you've got those qualifications.
Got my first gold bar at Apple on the weekend.
Well done.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, so it does. It just reiterates value, I think, for people, or that reiterates that they're in good hands.
Yeah.
That's why they're here.
Well, show us your workroom. Let's have a look.
So this is embarrassing because it's very messy in here, and this is Katie. She's the person who keeps me completely on track. And it's the voice of reason and the voice on the phone. So it's particularly messy at the moment. We did get a delivery from our lab, so there's prints everywhere and stuff. And stuff
and
everywhere.
You sell a few big
It's
prints.
just embarrassing. So bad.
Maybe if I stand by this, we can see how big it is.
That's a 60 by 40. We don't do too many of those.
No, but that's a beauty.
But yeah, that was actually to grandparents who came along for the slideshow. They wanted one for the wall, and that's what they got. So that's something that I would encourage people to do, is not limit your clients to just the mum and dad, but if grandparents want to come along, that can be nice too.
That is beautiful. I want that on my wall. And
you can have it because they actually, it's a replacement there. We've got another one out the back.
It really is a beautiful photo. That. Those were my grandchildren. I'd want that.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty cool.
let's see where you make the money, so to speak. The viewing room.
So we get clients to come back in here a couple of days or a week or so after the actual photo shoot for their slideshow and their ordering appointment. It's just a nice, cozy little cinema room. Yeah. What else do I say? We sit down on the couch together. So I kind of we'll sit in the corner with the laptop and clients next to me, and it's sort of a teamwork kind of thing, you know, trying to figure out the best way to display their images in their home. So yeah, that's how I approach this whole bit.
Yeah. So just tell us a little bit about. Your processes. This year we've been doing National Family Portrait Month again. Now, your normal process when you get a client ring is, let's supposing a normal client, they see your website, they say you're fantastic, they want some photographs taken. What's your approach? What happens next? Do you tell them prices? Do you send them a price list? Do you keep the prices on your website? What's the story?
The difference between normal clients and National Family Portrait Month clients is nothing. So we approach them all exactly the same way. So that's really important. Depending on how the client's made initial contact with us, we'll either be talking with them on the phone, or we'll try and get them talking on the phone. And we run them through what the process kind of looks like, but the most important first step is just trying to find a time where they can come in and meet with me in that planning appointment room. We can just have a chat with a view to find out what's unique and special about them, so we can create custom images that are going to suit their needs. And also give them a chance to find out more.
Excuse me, but some photographers say, they won't travel, they won't come to me. How do you get them to come?
That's the process.
Okay, so it's not non-negotiable?
No.
If you don't want to come, you ain't going to be photographed.
There might be one or two experiences where we've had people, like I had some clients from Fiji the other day, so they were coming down for a couple of days, and we wanted to turn the process around quite quickly. So I just did a Skype call with them, so I could still see them face to face. I took the laptop around and showed them around, and said, here's a studio, this is where you come in. So it does a couple of things. It really makes people, makes them jump through a hoop, which makes them committed to the process. It gives them an opportunity to buy in softly, I suppose. They can come in without any obligation, get a bit of a feel for whether I am the sort of photographer they want, or this is the sort of pictures that they want. So it's really good for them. It means when they come in for the shoot, they're familiar with the space, they're familiar with me, they're very comfortable. There isn't that kind of initial anxiety about getting involved in a photo shoot. So it really puts them at ease. Sometimes people have brought their children along to that first appointment as well, which is also great. Because the kids just come in and they're my best friend already, they know where they are, and we just get straight into it. So it makes the building of bridges simple. It also establishes value and expectations for clients.
So what you're actually doing is showing people your positioning. It's sort of saying, yes, we are. We are at this level. And so from that, they come in, you have a chat, and you come to a conclusion about having some photographs taken. They know the price. They may give you some idea of what they want.
Exactly. Often they don't know what they want, and that's fine. I said, you don't know what you want, I just run through the process. The shoot will look like this, it'll be great fun, there'll be heaps, then you come back in and then we decide how they're going to look best in your home.
That's great.
That kind of thing.
So you've got a simple process here. So they sit down here, and you've got a projector, you've got it connected to your laptop, and they sit here, you sit there, and then this 10-foot image, 8-foot image is projected up on that big wall there.
That's pretty much it. So we go through a slideshow, through all the different images, and then a couple of room views where they're sitting on the wall, and then we go through a process of figuring out their short list of favourites and then what they want to do with them.
So you do all the shoots, And you do all the selling
Currently, yeah.
currently?
Yeah.
Are there alternatives to the currently? You're looking
Yeah, well,
at getting someone?
I've got a retoucher, Jamie, who's amazing, and she's 3 days a week, and she has done one, and now she's on a 6-week holiday. So when she comes back, we're getting a bit.
Train her up.
She was great at it and approaches it from a real design perspective because she's a retoucher and does album design and all that and graphic design for me. So really got a massive kick out of doing that with the client. You know, she's like, oh, this one will look good next to this one. If we crop that this way, put a black frame around it, that'll look, So yeah.
So you can get her to do some of the sales. So you can go on holiday.
That's the plan, definitely.
So you can go to
Absolutely.
Fiji for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. Yeah, she's away for 6 weeks. It's terrible.
Long time. So what advice, like someone might be watching this and they're starting off on the photography journey, they want to open a studio, they want to make money out of photography.
Yeah.
Can you give a couple of tips that you've learned on your journey to fast track them and help them?
First thing would be to not feel like you have to conform to a particular mould. Like this is one way to have a business and it comes with higher overheads and staff, and that has additional stresses but additional joys as well. Like it's great to be a part of a team, but it's not the only way to do it. You know, there's plenty of people that are really profitable working from home with a different sort of business model. So explore the different options and find what works for you, but be true to yourself. That's the biggest thing. I think you can't fake it. I think I said something in an interview the other day, you can fake it till you make it, but then once you can't fake it forever. You know, it's not, if you're not being true to yourself, it becomes really, really hard work. So find your niche, find what you love to photograph and work with that.
Is true to yourself mean that your own personality? That you don't have to change?
Like if I was to go, gee, there's good money in photographing horses, and I'm going to do that for money because I do that, but I don't enjoy being around horses, that's going to wear thin. There's no longevity in that. I work with families and kids because I love it. And yes, I'm fortunate that also is something that is fiscally viable. But yeah, and be ready to evolve and stuff like that. Like I worked a lot with dogs now, which I never did earlier, and I really enjoy working with pets. I had a cat in the other day, which I actually enjoyed. I surprised myself that I liked working with a cat. So yeah, you got to find a niche, find what makes you happy, and be willing to change and evolve over the years.
And maybe they need to be a bit patient, because as a photography business coach, you know, most photographers are looking for the quick way, the magic wand, the shortcut. It's not like that.
Well, I'm 10 years in, but a lot of people, but I was also fortunate, you know, certain things happened to make this a quicker journey for me to have a space, and that I went into a partnership with someone. And that
to start off,
to start off. So that was invaluable in hindsight, that was really great. But you don't need to rush, Rushing gets people into a lot of trouble in business, especially when it comes to, you know, the overhead side of things, you know, if you're rushing into a lease without the systems and processes and brand recognition behind you, it's risky.
It's risky.
It's more. There's lots of ways to skin a cat. You can make a lot of money doing it right in a simple way.
So thanks for your time.
Pleasure.
How many sessions are you shooting today?
I think I've got 2 more today. So I had one this morning and a headshot, and I've got 2 more, and then an appointment in here. And I've got to squeeze in lunch in the next 25 minutes.
Okay. So, thank you.
Pleasure!
You want us to go? We're going. Thanks, Dean.
You're
amazing.
Getting hungry.
We get out of here.